What is the first step you take then creating a monthly budget? Do you experience confusion and anxiety when it is time to manage your finances? Even if you have all your expenses listed, understand your income, and want to save more? How can we make budget simple? As mid-career professionals, we often face these challenges. Here are 6 questions to consider. What are my essential expenses each month? Am I aware of my discretionary spending? How much do I realistically want to save? Do I have financial goals for the short and long term? How often do I review my budget? Am I tracking my spending regularly? Here are 6 action points, friends, to kickstart your budget. List expenses. Start by writing down your essential expenses. What gets measured gets managed, says Peter Drucker. Point number 2, track spending. Keep a record of your daily expenses for clarity. A penny saved is a penny earned, says Benjamin Franklin. Point number 3, set saving goals. Define what you want to save each month. Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible, says Tony Robbins. Point number 4, create a plan. Develop a simple budget plan based on your findings. Failing to plan is planning to fail. Alan Lakin. Point number 5, review regularly. Revisit your budgets monthly to adjust as needed. Change is the end of result of all true learning, says Liu Pascal Gia. Point number 6, celebrate small wins. Acknowledge your progress, no matter how small. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out by Robert Kohler. Friends, I'm a breakthrough architect and the founder of the Dignity Career Alliance, empowering mid-career pros to lead with purpose, consistency, and intuition for a greener, abundant future. My core philosophy is to empower leaders to align purpose with consistency, intuition, and innovation to create a calmer, cooler, greener, and abundant world. Here is the case of Tripura Das, a dedicated civic engagement officer, always kept a low profile in her workplace while she excelled at her job, where she worked tirelessly to bridge community needs with government resources. Managing her personal finances felt like a daunting task. Every month, as payday approached, the same sense of confusion and anxiety settled over her. She often thought, what is the first step I should take when creating my monthly budget? Despite having a decent income, she was tired of her expenses, but it always seemed incomplete. One evening, she decided to take control of her finances. What gets measured gets managed, said Peter Drucker words echoed in her mind. She pulled out a notepad and began writing down her essential expenses, rent, groceries, utilities, and transportation. Next, she realized she needed to track her spending more closely. A penny saved is a penny earned, by Benjamin Franklin had said, and she knew that she needed to know where every penny was going. For the next month, she kept a daily record of her spending, jotting down everything from her monthly morning coffee to her weekend outings. As Tripura reviewed her expenses, she set clear saving goals. Inspired by Tony Robbins, which stated, setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. She aimed to save a certain percentage of her income each month, a challenge she found exciting rather than intimidating. Creating a structured budget plan was her next focus. Tripura recalled Alan Lakin's advice, failing to plan is planning to fail. Using the information she gathered, she allocated specific amounts to her essential expenses and her savings goal, leaving proportion for discretionary spending. Regular reviews were essential. Tripura marked her calendar for the first day of each month, reminding herself to revisit her budget. Change is the end result of all truly learning. Leo Bascalglia's words inspired her to embrace any necessary adjustments. Most importantly, she began celebrating her small wins. Each time she met her savings goal, she treated herself to something small, reminding herself that success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. as Robert Collier put it. Over time, Tripura felt more confident in her financial management skills. She realized that budgeting wasn't just about numbers, it was a way to empower herself and her future. With each passing month, she transformed her anxiety into empowerment, creating a solid foundation for financial wellness. Are you feeling overwhelmed by budgeting and personal finance management? Join me for a live session where we will break down the first steps to creating a successful monthly budget. Learn practical tips to track your spending, set achievable saving goals, and foster financial wellness. Don't forget to download my free PDF for the most insight there uh, by clicking the link somewhere in the video. And there are 10 questions. If you book a call with me, then we can create a success book for you in 30 minutes time. And thank you for watching and looking forward to your call. Thank you.